Greetings, my lovely Librans. Welcome to your June reading with me. We're using these 4 different decks of cards. The first 3 are tarot and the 4th one is a chakra insight oracle deck. I have been doing the shuffling. I keep saying this, but it's crazy. I've been doing the shuffling behind the scenes and that still sounds like I'm cheating or conniving. I'm not. I'm just trying to save a little bit of time. What I will do is do a little bit more shuffling just so that you can see that nothing is stacked or pre-formatted or anything else. But yeah, I've done some shuffling behind the scenes to speed things up. June brings us into the celestial event of the summer solstice for the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice for the southern hemisphere. So wherever you are around the world, I hope that you can either enjoy the celebration of the longest days and the shortest nights, or the opposite, the shortest days with the longest nights. And that happens on the 21st, that's the solstice day. At the same day we have Saturn going retrograde, and that's a planet that will make us feel a little bit introverted and possibly have things come up from the past about our own personal perspectives and dynamics in life as well. So with a little bit more shuffling, let's see what's in store for you guys for June 2019. And I'm sorry that you're the last one to be uploaded, but the reason being, in terms of how I was selecting who to do first, it's just going by the previous month's viewers or views for each video, and unfortunately your guys was the last number, or the lowest I suppose, so that made you last for the reading. But I often say, you know, like, save the best for last sometimes, so it's not always a bad thing. Being first isn't always, you know, winning isn't always the main thing in life either, is it? So with that, we're nearly done, and then we can get into the reading and see what messages are in store for you, what insights will come your way, and what can help you navigate the month ahead. One more for these. I would only draw 1 or 2 of these cards because they are very powerful. They are one of my favorite deck, the Chakra Insight deck. But let's see where to start. I'm going to start with the John Holland Psychic Tarot because the colour is so beautiful. It really draws me in. And what a nice card to get. This is the 7 of Pentacles. So it literally says on the bottom, patience and planning. So if we could take it exactly how he is putting it forward around money, which can be associated with your career as well, you need to apply patience and planning. So if there's been something you have been waiting on, whether it be a promotion or a wage increase, some sort of dividend or money coming through, notification of something, it could say there is a timing system in place that you need to apply something more, or there is a stall of things going on. So you need to put some planning into something, extra planning. So broaden your horizons and look a little bit deeper to add some sort of context to a project or application or theme, or something around things that your money or career are tied into. Let's see what else that could mean. Oh, boom. You know, the cards are so succinct sometimes. I've just said the patience means a waiting time period, that there is a timing issue at stake, and you've just been given that as your second card for the second message. So don't be dismayed and don't give up. I think the 7s always remind me not to give up, to just be prudent about how you act and what you take on board, and know that there is a galactic timing issue at hand, that there's little that you can do to alter some sort of timing realm that is happening. So the shadow is the moon card. It's the first of your major arcanas. The moon can also reference timing, such as the full moons coming in or the eclipses that are beginning in July as well. So there could be something going all the way through for you guys pertaining to the eclipses. This shadow is about our shadow self as well, and integrating the whole of our being. So oftentimes we become fragmented, or we are split in different categories or perceptions or we're just not necessarily whole, and that can happen in a lot of different areas of our life. So sometimes integrating the whole self. This is a very deep card in many ways, because that's not something that is easy to do or acquire. The moon card, or the shadow as he refers to it, can also often refer to things going on that are underhand. Well, no, I don't mean underhand, but I mean done behind the scenes, so you're not fully aware of everything that is happening, hence the reason that there may be more of a waiting period than you anticipated, and that patience and planning might be required. So it's about taking extra care and caution about things that you are signing up for, especially so documentation or plans with new people. Be careful who you deal with when the moon or the shadow card is out, because sometimes there is a hidden agenda, and sometimes it's not you because you can't see it, so you get duped. You can be fooled into something. This can also sometimes reference things like affairs going on, so 3 people being involved as well. It is also very much about being intuitive and connecting with our emotions and feelings, as well as the balance of hormones in the body. And with that, I think we will move to a chakra card, and we get the home card. This has come out a lot in June. I'm not sure why, but for a lot of different signs, this home energy has been quite just out there. So remember to check your moon and rising signs, because the energies might, cohesively work between the 2 readings. But this is talking about shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth. So the home card is the base chakra, and the base chakra is all about the pentacles, or the color red, which is the base of our chakra is down here. So that's what grounds us on the planet. It's the first of the chakra levels. If it is blocked in any way, we have a problem sometimes with our finances and with our home. We can often be feeling that things are in a flux, or not flowing well, or things aren't manifesting particularly right. So this would be a really good time to do a clearing of that particular chakra, and you can do that by wearing red, eating foods that have red in them, meditating, exercising, spending time outdoors with nature and feeling grounded, doing grounding exercises, also moving the hips, the pelvis, and that area of our body. You may also find there could be physical blockages in that lower part of the body, so sort of through here, the bowel, the intestines, the sexual organs, the hips, thighs. There could be some blockages there too. So when we have this balanced and free flowing, because it is the first of the chakras that come up from the ground and into us, then we can find that money flows more freely. So things like timing might dissolve, and you might find better free flow of energy around finances, career, jobs, home, security, friends, family, the soul tribe, things like that. It's also where we hold fear and flight, which in turn increases things like anxiety within us. So having all of those balanced and flowing increase our physical manifestations, which take us up into the realm of the other chakra energy points. So where to from here? Community. This is like the 3 of Cups, and again this card has been out so often in June. It's amazing. So for some of you, this is about the community in your life, and knowing that they form your home environment as well, because these can be your brethren type family, your DNA linked siblings or parents or grandparents, but they can also be your friends, co-workers, or the people who support you in your community. It feels as though women are involved, and oftentimes there is a blonde, a brunette, and a darker haired person. Now this card often talks about social gatherings or events or pleasure or entertainment. So it's a really happy, positive card. Fundamentally, it ties in with this home card in a way that we get this happy energy flowing, and we get the social activities, and our friends are bonded to us when this chakra energy point is flowing really well and we feel safe, nurtured, warmth, and we have shelter in our lives, then in come the community and the friends. I don't like him. He would be the Seven of Swords. He's a grisly, hideous thing. What is he doing with his hands? I've said this before. He's got, I can't even see. It's like coins or things all sticking out. I don't know what they are. He's deceitful, so watch him. If he's around, avoid him. If you are doing anything deceitful, stop it. It will be caught. Watch out for your finances in particular. That goes kind of a little bit with the shadow card, you know, things being done at the dark of night or underhand or a little bit deceitful, dealings that may not be what they seem. So if you are signing up to any contracts, do the proper investigation and due diligence on everything, because forearmed is forewarned. This is lovely to have to kind of quell him down a little bit. Any archangel that comes in as a powerful light energy source, which we can activate by calling upon them or focusing in that vibrational frequency. This is Gabriel, who's very good with healing. He has this ability through here, through the throat chakra. So this is also an area of your body that might need to be freed up. And this is about communication. Now, communication is not just listening, it's not just talking, it's also listening. So this could enable you to deal with this deceitful avenue or energetic pulse that could be going on with a person or a situation or a group of people that could be creating a little bit of disharmony or loss if you're not careful. So utilize this Gabriel energy to really communicate what needs to be said and done, and also listen to what this could be telling you. And this really quite important information there. Lovely. What was the other Pentacles one? So you've got the 6 and the 7 of Pentacles, and this one is material and spiritual prosperity. So this one here, which is not a negative card by any means, it just said there was a wee bit of a stalling in a timeline. It would appear that if you do perhaps the proper research or the adding into it or extending it, or just accept the patience and planning because of a time issue, you will be rewarded some way with material or spiritual prosperity, or both. So it's a great card to receive, and it's often about the cycle of life, and it's about giving and receiving. So some of you may be on the hand of receiving something, and this can be a little bit of financial gain in some places, like a bit of a windfall, which could be associated with an inheritance or a promotion, or if you've been out of work, you may find work and you may actually have some more money than you've had previously. Wow, beautiful. Now this hasn't been out for a long time. This is the 9 of Cups. It's the wish card, and it says fulfillment of wishes. And it can come in so many different ways, and that there is like a little treasure chest sitting on that leaf. So I'm thinking for some of you, there is some sort of abundance or prosperity or happiness for you around finances, money, or career. But this also extends to our heart chakra and the feelings of love and connectedness. Oh, lovely. Wisdom number 5 is the Hierophant. He is, again, he holds this beautiful golden, glowing, energetic cosmic sun or rays. You see, we've had a lot of this beautiful orb-like rays or the sun shining through a lot of these cards that have just arrived. So being outdoors, being in the sun, which is what I said before, would help with the home card, grounding yourself, being outdoors, feeling nature, experiencing that passion that can, pulsate through your whole body. This Hierophant is again about obtaining knowledge at a very high level for your journey in life. This is like the Akashic records. It's information that you can obtain that takes you to the higher place, that helps to bring together the two selves, the shadow self and the light self, bringing them into one being. That's really lovely. Beautiful. So a couple of angels have come in to give you their energetic vibration. This is now Uriel. They're at the top end of your chakra body system. She is through the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, and this is where you obtain this wisdom, this cosmic galactic information. So again, if there are any blockages in around this area which prevent free thought, it prevents inspiration, clarity. Well, it doesn't prevent it, but it slows it down. So sometimes you could say you had writer's block or creative block, or things just aren't flowing the way you want them to or at the speed you want them to. Seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel, gives you that freedom. It gives you the invitation to pull into these type of energies to enhance or to tie together parts of your life that you might have been wanting to explore, or to bring together and harmonize. Wow. And what did I just say before? And what was the last card I just had? I said we've got so many beautiful glowing orbs and rays coming from the sun, and now you have the sun. So some of you will really benefit by being outdoors, by harnessing that energy, which is cosmic galactic energy in many ways. And we also had the moon. So the sun and the moon could very much reference the eclipses coming and something being initiated around that time frame, or some positivity or change in direction or amping up of the energy. The sun gives us everything that we need in life. We couldn't live without it. And it does enhance things like love as well. So there's possibly for some of you a new potential love relationship coming, or the re-harnessing of an existing love partnership. It's also a fertile time, so it can be conception of pregnancies. It can also be conception of new ideas and projects that start now and move into being, if you like. It's a beautiful card to receive, and it really does shine for all of the others as well. The Page of Swords could be an air sign person like yourself, and new ideas coming, like excitement, stimulation, beginnings, projects, thoughts, movement, communication, all of these things. Or it could be a person who you are seeing in this month that interacts with you one way or another, usually a younger person. Wow. Amazing. You've got 2 moon cards as well. So you really are flowing up in this cosmic energy for this month. I think it could be a good month for you guys to tune into what your soul is craving, what your inner self and your outer self, or your shadow self, what is it telling you? Where are you wanting to connect? How are you wanting to bring your wishes to fulfillment and to accede to these higher levels, and to have this illumination of the sun to merge with the moon? This card is also very similar to this in as much that it says there are wishes that can be made at this time, and success that you could have if you put your mind to it and if you make the endeavors to work. And we've seen that before about the patience and planning, and about the wisdom. Nobody gains wisdom without seeking it and without experiencing it and taking on this knowledge and learning it and then applying it. life doesn't just happen. We have to make it happen. We have to make the choices, and we have to question the things that don't suit us, the pathways that we shouldn't be on, the things that are wrong, or we have to push constantly in life to actually evolve into these places of superior wisdom and journey for our soul's evolution. One last card then. Oh, beautiful. Gut instincts, intuition, knowing, sensing, and trust. The beautiful lion, and this is through this part of the body here, the solar plexus. So you've had a few mentions of chakra areas for you in this reading, quite a few, which tells me that some of you need to pay attention to your body, either detoxes or diets or motivation or activation or movement or clearing, undoing blockages. But the gut instinct is about listening to your higher self and connecting with your higher self. We're back at this connecting again right from the beginning. And when you do that, you will find that your intuition is much more powerful and that the answers are more obvious. You will have a sense of knowing. You will feel the sensing energies, and you will experience trust with both yourself and others in your community. And this is trust and love and support and networking and friendship. So tapping into these innate parts of your being are very, very powerful for providing you with your own inner wisdom about your journey, because in the end this is your life and this is about you. So that is a powerful, beautiful reading, Librans. I hope you have really enjoyed it. I also think there's a couple of mentions in here about animals. So some of you may have something with pets going on. This is the lion, which represents the cat often, and there's the dog, and those are our most common household pets, I guess. There's also others, of course, but there could be something about pets in your life in the month of June, that you might be attending to them at a different level. Some of you may find new pets coming in. Some of you might find that there are pets that need your attention one way or another. So there we are, Librans. Thank you all for tuning in. I love it when you leave your comments, and please sub the channel and hit the notification button, and that way you will receive all of the uploads when they're uploaded. So everyone was kind of getting a question this month, and I thought about you guys, because you're an air sign, and air signs tend to be related to the swords in perspective of which suit in the tarot deck. This is always the swords, and the swords are related to the summer energy. So I thought for you guys, what is your favorite season in life? Does it match the fact that your air sign, which is the swords, which represents summer? So is summer one of your favorite seasons? Anyhow, I'd be interested to know if you feel like leaving a comment or becoming involved in the community kind of chat that goes on within the video or within the comments below it. So thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful, fantabulous June wherever you are experiencing it around the world. Be safe, much love, and it seems like you are in for love and many wishes coming true. Take care. Namaste.